The ideal world, I'd be fighting every week. If it was up to me, I'd be back out in that ring every week. So.
This is Jonathan Agger here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Hughie Fury. Hughie, good to see you back. Can tell you're in fight mode, you're ready. How are you feeling ahead of Saturday night?
Feel good, I'm excited and ready to go.
How key is this activity? This is your second fight in 2 months. Is this what you need right now in your career, just fighting regularly as possible?
Yeah, I need it more than anything. I've been out of the ring now for 3 years. The activity, again, that ring rust off was a big thing for me. So being back out 3 weeks later is amazing. So you'll see the big difference again.
What were the emotions like when you were back in the ring in your last fight? Did it feel? It must have felt like a bit of a relief to be back.
Yeah, listen, it felt amazing to be back in the ring. I was happy. That's where I belong, and I'm excited now to finally be back where I belong.
You said in the presser you're going to play with him and then stop him. Have you seen much of him? I know he's fought Dempsey McKean, but yeah, have you seen any of him?
To be honest with you, I've not seen anything of him. I know he's a big lump and he's got a good record, and he's a big puncher. That's it. So it's going to be a fun fight as long as it lasts.
Does it feel good to be sort of back on Sky? And what was it like also being on with Izzy in GBM, because they're coming through and they're doing their thing?
Yeah, listen, it's fantastic. GBM has done an amazing show, and to be out on that card and back onto Sky, yeah, it's fantastic for me.
In your mind, what would be the ideal year for you? How many more fights after Saturday night, and who are you looking at?
The ideal world, I'd be fighting every week. If it was up to me, I'd be back out in that ring every week. So as many fights, I leave it out to my team, and whatever fights come, I've never been afraid of a fight, so whatever comes.
See, there's some big fights coming up in the division, that I'm sure you're looking at. Maybe you want to watch it, but also I'm guessing you want to get in there with the Dubois, the Hrgovićs, the Zhangs, the Wilders. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 100%. These are the fights I want big fights, and eventually I believe they'll happen.
What do you think of Dubois and Hrgović? I think you've done rounds with Dubois. I'm not sure about Hrgović, but how do you think that one's going to go?
I think it's a 50-50 fight. Again, two big punchers. I'd say it's a 50-50.
Wilder and Zhang, both coming off of losses. How do you think that one's going to go? Is it who lands first kind of thing? Yeah,
and again, it depends what Zhang shows up, and it depends what Wilder shows up. If he does the same what he done last time, then I favour Zhang, and if Zhang goes a bit overweight, so again, it's a 50-50.
And obviously next week, the Undisputed, is that 50-50 as well, in your opinion?
It's the best against the best. A very good fight, and I believe Tyson will win that one.
And just finally, in the past, I've spoken to you about Anthony Joshua, and that's a fight you've always been confident of winning. Since he's come back, what have you made of his sort of resurgence?
Yeah, he's come back. He's on to winning ways and that, and I wish the fellow all the best. But these are the fights that I want.
What would happen if you fought Anthony Joshua? Do you still feels confident as ever of beating him?
100%. I believe get back on my best, and I'll beat anyone.
Brilliant. Well, Hughie, I appreciate your time. I know you're ready to fight, so hopefully I'll grab a word after. But good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Try as much as you want. He's got a big head. I'm sure he won't miss.
Great to have you back. You boxed only a couple of weeks ago. Real good rust shedding exercise. Do you feel like that's blown away a few of the cobwebs, and to come through that injury free must be a big relief?
Yeah, 100%. I'm happy to be back in the ring. I've got the ring rust off now. Feel sharp, feel fit, and looking forward to putting on a performance.
Patrick has got some fights on YouTube, and I think what we can say is he's a big lump who's in shape and comes out front foot. He's going to be aggressive. That's probably a little bit different to your last opponent. How will that suit your style, do you think, and how will you cope with that?
To be honest with you, I've not seen much of him. I know he's a big lump and I know he can hit. That's it. I'll play with him for a couple of rounds and then knock him out whenever I want.
What about this part of your career? Where is this journey going, and how quickly can we get to the destination?
I want to be active. That's the main thing with me. I've been out for 3 years. I've had problems there. The main thing now, I believe I can be the best and at the top. And enough speaking. Let me fist do the talking. And can't wait to go into action.